Patrick Findaro here, co-founder at Vetted Biz. So you might know there are a ton of franchises that are currently operating in Walmart and a lot of franchises that are trying to get into a Walmart. No, Walmart is not a franchise. It is owned 50% by the Walton family and then 50% by all sorts of shareholders, with the largest shareholder being Vanguard with 5% of the shares. So Walmart is not a franchise. There are good and there are bad franchises currently operating in Walmart. In today's video, we're going to go through some of those options. Probably most of you are familiar with Walmart. Over 10,000 stores across 24 countries, continues to grow. Walmart has $548 billion in revenue, and it's one of the largest non-public, so non-government employers in the world with over 2.2 million employees. You can't buy a Walmart. It's all corporate run, 50% again owned by Walton Enterprises and the Walton Family Holdings Trust. That being said, there are food, beauty, and tech franchises within a Walmart that you can own and operate. So Walmart is swapping many of its old food chains such as Subway and McDonald's with ghost kitchen brands. Walmart will have franchises such as the Cheesecake Factory, Monster Cupcakes, Quiznos, Pepe's Pierogies, Rocky's Italian, as well as Saladworks. Domino's, on the other hand, is already operating in 30 Walmart stores across the country, not as a ghost kitchen as the other brands I mentioned. And the pizza chain's pretty excited to grow with the Walmart chain to expand in places that it's hard, or it might not make as much sense to have Domino's physical storefront, and to reach those hard to reach areas in rural America while Walmart is really strong, and it might not make sense to have a standalone Domino's, might not be economical for Domino's. So starting first with the bad, Seva Beauty had hundreds of locations across the United States, and a lot of those locations were in Walmarts. But they've been on a downward trajectory for the last few years now. The investment amount's not bad at $80,000 to $235,000 to open up, including $15,000 to $50,000 of working capital. However, there's been a lot of lawsuits against Seva Beauty franchisees to the franchisor, Seva Beauty. So according to one complaint, Seva allegedly limited the information prospective franchisees could gather about their prospective investment. They restricted existing franchisees with whom prospective investors could speak and glean information from. They had kind of example franchisees that were operating in set locations, for example, in the Chicago area, where the local labor pool was replete with people possessing the kinds of skills like eyebrow threading essential to build a successful Seva franchise. There was another lawsuit with 31 Seva Beauty franchisees at plaintiffs seeking $15 million in damages, and this time targeting the bookkeeping business, Stack Business Solutions, and its principal, Shauna Oho, in Woodlands, Texas. And they allege essentially that they were hyping up the books and the profitability on behalf of their client, Seva Beauty. So this is a franchise that really fell from its ranks. Literally, they were ranked on Entrepreneur Magazine's top 100 fastest growing, top 25 new, and top 500 franchise categories. I'm taking this from the Seva Beauty LinkedIn profile. It looks to be accurate as per information that we've collected. So Seva Beauty has largely failed, and I don't know the application with other beauty concepts that are trying to enter into Walmart, but I imagine Walmart's gonna look extra hard at other beauty franchises that want to leverage that captive client base that Walmart has. So you have the good and the bad. The bad, Seva Beauty hasn't worked out for those franchises, especially operating in Walmart. Probably hasn't worked out really well for Walmart to partner with Seva Beauty. On the good, you have Techy, also based here in South Florida. Techy has over 100 locations. Many of them are opening up in Walmarts. They provide repairs, installs, and keeps up to maintenance technology devices such as cell phone, tablets, computers, smart home hardware, as well as electronic accessories. They were founded back in 2012. And they started offering franchises in 2016. After an acquisition of Spirit Mac, they've grown their unit count to over 100 locations in the US alone, as well as they're operating in many countries around the world. Franchise fees $15,000 to start. Initial investment between $45,000. $45,000 is probably gonna be a reconversion if you have an existing technology repair business, and then all the way up to $191,000. So that includes furniture, shelving, cabinetry costs. Could be anywhere from $16,000 to $40,000 for kind of the furnishing and fixtures. And then the tenant improvements are going to range from $10K to $50,000. And then they have a startup package which costs $12,000 to $18,000, which is the initial inventory for the store. And then with Techy, like any other business, listen what the franchisor says. What you have to spend in market to kick it off. Generally, like franchises are going to recommend $5,000 to $15,000 in that first month or two to really get the customer to understand that your brand exists and that your service is needed. So even though you're operating at Techy or whatever franchise I mentioned in today's video, within a Walmart, you still got to market. So allocate 5K, 10K, 15K, really lean on the franchisor, talk to franchisees what's worked in the past, but don't skimp out on that last final push to getting the store open and getting the clients into your store. There you have it, some franchises that are currently available in Walmart and one that hasn't done as well over the past few years in Walmart, Seva Beauty.